Hello, my babies. Welcome. If you're watching this on Patreon, I want to thank you guys for supporting me on here and helping me little by little move off of Facebook. This tier will always stay $1. So if you have $1 once a month, you can afford to be here. Thank you so much for following me, because I am trying to evacuate Facebook. And if you're not watching this on Patreon and you could spare $1 a month to be here, I would greatly appreciate it. You would get the collective messages at least, a couple of days early. I'm trying to do as much as I can for the people who are here. And reminder, guys, that the people who are commenting under you, telling you that they'll give you free readings and they'll do this and they'll do that, that is not me. They're not associated with me. I have nothing to do with them. So that's up to y'all. If y'all want to listen to them, I mean, that's up to you. But yeah, most people are scammers. So a legit reader would already have their own platform, their own reputation. They would not need to go under someone else's business page trying to get business if they're that good. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's go ahead and move forward to today's collective message. What is the energy? Oh, we've got a new one. I get all excited because I want to go through all of these. They are so freaking cute. Number 4. Let's see. Huang Yinji, Heart of Respect. Oh, okay. It says Huadam Seo Gyeongdok, a great scholar in the middle of the Joseon dynasty, was a reclusive genius who devoted himself to studies and avoided politics. Heard about his noble personality and reputation well, Huang Yinji, who was full of pride that she could succumb all the men in the world, planned to seduce Seo Gyeongdok whenever she had time. However, no matter what she did, Seo Gyeongdok was never faltered, and eventually Huang Jinyi understood his heart and respected him as a teacher. The painting described a scene that Huang Jinyi bows politely to him as a disciple. Rather than regard the poems they exchanged as having no affection at all, one can feel their meeting of minds of high standard who humbly accepted their situations themselves and tried not to be imbued with desire. How to apply. The card shows a more high-dimensional, sublimated aspect of encounter between man and woman. There are many forms of love. This is a more beautiful and mature love than when it first started. It is different from other light love stories because it can be remembered for a long time with a beautiful relationship. The closer to each other, people need to behave more politely. Details. Seo Gyeongdok was called Hwadam and was a genius who taught himself Confucian scriptures. He was famous for being a reclusive scholar because he was not interested in politics. Okay, so let's see how that plays out today. I heard, look, I'm just going to give you a little update. I heard my guide say this one's going to be spicy. So if y'all don't like spicy things, just click off, okay? Let's see what the story today is going to be. We start off with options. Difficult decision, exploring possibilities, fear of choosing wrong. Trapped in an unpleasant situation, feeling stuck, cannot escape from it. Okay. What do we need to know? Oh. Hypnotized, captured by love, hard to resist, seduced, undivided attention. All right. Regret, feeling guilty, remorseful, wanting to undo damage. Foolish choices, carelessness, not serious, playing games and tricks. Divorce, terminating a marriage, separation will be costly, complicated relationship. And let's see. Main lady, they have chosen no interference, focused on one person. Toxic, not good for you, low vibrational, toxic relationship. Ooh. Love activation, awakening, heart space opening, twin flame ascension. Oh boy. Okay. Home, location change in the home, feeling of home, abundance. sex, bond filled with lust, acting on sexual desires, love offer, addiction, jealousy. Oh boy. So, if we go off of this model over here, this is the story of I'm sorry, the song started playing in my head of this is the story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world. I don't know why that started playing in my head, but this is either a man or a woman, because the story was about a woman trying to seduce a man, right? But most of my viewers are women, so it could be flipped. If you think it's flipped, flip it. But let's say it's a woman. Let's say there's a woman here who has a lot of options, but they're trapped in a marriage. So usually, women are actually more likely to leave a marriage, I feel, but if they feel trapped, but this one is staying. She's stuck. It's weird because it says captured by love, but here it says bond filled with lust, love or lust. So this could be somebody who they're in a situation, but you see these cards kind of match: divorce and abundance, terminating a marriage, separation will be costly, complicated relationship. And this one over here is abundance, financial blessings, healthy money perspective, financial independence. Sincere offer of love, romantic gift, expressions of love, addiction, destructive behavior, bad habits, jealousy. And there it is. Yep. Surface level relationship, plastic, not real. Okay, I had to address that because I feel like somebody here somebody who knows how to seduce has kind of let that go to their head, okay? To the point where they had so many options. It's like a karmic cycle. That's why it feels toxic. Because I feel like there's a feminine here who might have been in this place of like, oh, I can seduce anybody I want, until they fell in love. But it could have been that it took them some time to fall in love, even with that person. And they might have done things because then we've got wanting to undo damage, feeling guilty or remorseful, feeling foolish. Somebody here is awakening. But there might be a masculine that they consider their home. This is somebody who gave them stability, somebody who gave them a feeling of safety, a feeling of, it's weird because either they divorced this person or they're still married, and the person that they're trying to seduce is, that clicked. They're married. They're not happy where they're at. But the person that they're trying to seduce, they see this person like home. Oh, okay. This makes more sense. So this sincere love offer is for this person. It's for the scholar that can't be seduced. But they're still married. It's weird, like, why do this? It doesn't matter whether it's male or female. It's not about genders. Like, this is so dishonorable. This is somebody who is aware that they cannot leave the situation they're in, but they still like to keep their options open. They still like to explore possibilities. And somebody made them feel foolish. Somebody has made it very clear to them, you need help, you need therapy. You're married, and yet here you are trying to seduce me. You're toxic. and you're in a toxic relationship. But something about this, it's awakening this feminine into this place of like, what am I doing? Because there's a, oh, I forgot who said this quote. Don't quote me on that because I'm probably going to butcher the quote. I don't remember the full extent of it. But it was saying something about how having knowledge of other people and their emotional states, that's emotional intelligence. Having knowledge of oneself and our intentions and our motivations and all of those things, that's enlightenment. Somebody here is starting to understand themselves. Clarify home. Let's see. This feels like it's going to be a messy story, but you know what, guys? Let's be real. Life is messy. So, and if you don't like messy stories, just don't watch this. Clarify home. Clarify home. So we've got the King of Wands. We've got the Page of Wands. Oh. Five of Pentacles. With the Three of Pentacles. Okay. So, wow. The Seven of Fire. This could be somebody who, this feminine could work with this scholar. They could be in the same work environment together. But this is a king. And they're standing here in like a Native American is this a chieftain? I'm trying to decide if this is a chieftain or a warrior. But either way, there's a lot of honor coming off, especially because I have this in mind. So maybe that's why I'm feeling that vibe. But it's like this is someone who's very honorable. I'm sorry if you can hear the dog barking. She just wants to be inside. But today the sun came out. We need her to exercise. So please ignore that. Page of Wands. And this feminine is showing up very immature. But it's like Five of Pentacles or Five of Earth. They're not self-sufficient. Let me put it that way. They don't know how to take care of themselves. So they're always looking to be the main person to somebody who's willing to take care of them. So right now they feel trapped in a situation, but that's because they have somebody taking care of them. They can't afford to get a divorce. So they're looking for their next person. Their next victim is what I would say. And so they come across this person. This might be somebody with the Capricorn Mars, Three of Pentacles or Three of Earth. This could be somebody very ambitious. They stand out. Let me put it that. King of Wands stands out. They are attractive. They're sexy. And this image, I don't know if you guys can see it, but this image makes me think that a lot of women are throwing themselves at this masculine. But this masculine does not care. So it's almost turned into like a little bit of a competition. Who can get this masculine to, who can seduce this masculine? And somebody's ego who believes that they can have anybody they want has been like, oh, let me show you girls how it's done. Clarify options. Look, King of Pentacles reversed. Clarify options. Ten of Air upright. Eight of Pentacles or Eight of Earth upright. And Eight of Air upright. Wow, that's a lot of earth, air, earth, air. Ooh, the devil. Look at this. I'm telling you, this feminine feels like this is what they're used to doing. They're used to being the ones that hypnotize others. They're used to being the ones that are hard to resist, the ones that get the undivided attention. That's how they end up being the one that people focus on. So they're used to being almost like a succubus energy. Yeah, they always stand out. They're used to that. So here they go. They're like, let me work my little magic on this scholar, on this person, this intelligent person. But see, they're showing up with King of Pentacles reversed energy and then the Ten of Swords, which tells me that this scholar is not an idiot, even if that's what they think this person is. They might think, oh, all men are the same. All men are so easy. Not this one. So with the King of Pentacles reversed, they have figured out that this feminine is married, but they're married for appearances or for material gain. But they also know, Ten of Swords, that they've either separated or that the love in the marriage is over. They know, because look, she's over here, exposing herself, and they're just sitting there like, wow. And look at her, trying to hypnotize. I'm telling you that this is a feminine that's very used to hypnotizing men, especially. They are hard to resist. There's somebody that knows how to seduce others. But it's like once they seduce and this person captures them, then they're like, oh my God, they're so annoying. They won't leave me alone. Like, they've probably observed this multiple times. Or they're not, they're smart enough to be able to tell who this person is. Clarify trapped. Also with this, I feel like part of the strategy of this feminine is to be the energy of, oh, I'm just stuck in a loveless marriage and we don't have sex anymore. And you know how most men who act like dogs will literally be like, oh, if you ever need, I'm right here. Like it's a tactic. They think that this is somebody who's going to be the same. Clarify trapped. They're not though. Thank goodness. It's about time we got a story about a man that was not able to be seduced. Page of Swords. Nine of Swords. Yep. The Moon. And the Tower. Oh yeah. Five of Cups. So the way that they have tried to seduce this person, this King of Wands, oh boy, this is so interesting. They're in the Five of Cups, like, oh, I'm so disappointed. And I'm just going to casually spread my legs so that you can see, a little bit more than necessary. I'm so disappointed. My husband doesn't pay attention to me anymore. My husband doesn't want me. We don't talk. But it's like, you see how there's like a very light energy, but it's like a very flirtatious, just throwing little hints out of like, oh yeah, must be nice for people to have sex, just throwing out little hints like that. But at the same time, Nine of Air, Nine of Swords, giving the implication that they are so stressed out, that they don't sleep. They're trying to make themselves mysterious. They're trying to make themselves like, oh my God, let me save her. So that means that this feminine attracts a very specific type. They attract the Captain Save-A-Ho. But this is not Captain Save-A-Ho. With the Tower, at some point, they've expressed desire for this person. So they might have how you can get close enough to someone that you can lay your hand on their shoulder. It's like they might have made some intimate gesture like that and said something like, I've only had a husband like you, or something like that. Like there's an implication here of desire, of being the forbidden fruit. I'm the forbidden fruit because I want you, but I can't have you. Am I the forbidden fruit? Like they're trying to create that intense emotion. Clarify hypnotized. The Ace of Earth. The Eight of Fire. And oh, look at that Queen of Wands. I'm telling you. With the Seven of Water and the Five of Air. What's really fascinating here is that this queen has kind of built her whole reputation on the fact that nobody can resist me. That's their whole shtick. Now, What they didn't count on is coming across a king. I feel like this king is like at the highest frequency of King of Wands. So the King of Wands is very sexy, very attractive. They're charming. They're inspirational. They have a huge heart. It's gotten to the point where this queen is like creating what's it called? Fantasies. They're creating fantasies of this person just taking them, if you know what I mean. But with the Ace of Earth, it's like this person gives them solutions. They'll listen and then they'll say something along the lines of, so why did you marry that person? Oh, well, you know, when I met them, they were just a different person. So why don't you talk to them about it? Like there's conversation, but it's not, it doesn't go where this queen wants it to go. Because the Queen of Wands is usually one wand. So the 8 with the one wand would be the 9. They're setting boundaries and they're saying, well, you know, maybe you should talk to your husband about it. And then they'll do something overtly sexual. But again, I feel like this person rebuffs them and kind of says something like, maybe you should try that on your husband. Because it's like Sagittarius Mercury. They're being very blunt. Kind of like they turn off those little flames by being blunt. Like, you should try that with your husband. However, all that this has done is make this person more focused on, I will have this king at my feet. Clarify regret. Wheel of Fortune. Queen of Cups. 7 of Pentacles. 3 of Fire. See? This is how they want this person. This is the end result. This is what they believe is going to happen. Yeah. You know what's really funny is that, not funny like ha ha funny, but funny as in interesting. I feel like this king, once upon a time, was like this queen. So just because right now this person may think that they're a prude. This person may think that they are, you know, needing a good fuck, things like that. This king knows exactly what's happening. Because they used to do that. And I've never gotten that message before, but that's what I'm feeling here. This person, they are a King of Wands. She's a Queen of Wands. They know what it's like to, that means they are a warrior. They know what it's like to be the conqueror. They know when someone's trying to conquer them. And they might have lost somebody really important to them, as in they played around while they were in love with somebody and they lost the person they loved. And now they know you don't fuck around with things like that. If you have the power to seduce, don't use it lightly. They have a lot of regret. Because here we see mirrors. Like there's a reflection here. The Queen of Wands does not realize that this king is reflecting to her what she could be if she had like higher morals. And I think that they may even tell her. There's the Queen of Cups that they regret losing. The person that they wanted to invest in, the person that they saw a future with. You see how in this card, this is a feminine who's completely disrobed, but the masculine is fully clothed. It's like they're teaching this feminine. At some point, I'm getting this, like, it's playing out like a movie in my head a little bit. Like at some point, this Queen of Wands may try, you see how here it shows her grabbing his crotch. She may try something like that. And I see him grabbing her hand and saying something like, you know that your behavior is really just a reflection that you struggle with intimacy, right? Like, it's like they start schooling her on the damage. They start schooling her on, don't be like me. Let me tell you what happens if you act like me. And it's interesting because it's like they're going to start sharing how they used to play games, tricks. They made foolish choices. They were careless. They weren't serious with the person that they should have been serious with. Clarify foolish. See? Page of Pentacles. Clarify foolish. And this is the Emperor reversed. Clarify foolish. With the Six of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is somebody who's sitting here saying, look, I was a clown. I was a clown because I was a Page of Pentacles when it came to commitment. I did not know how to commit. I thought control, I thought that domination and making sure that they understood they were in my power, I thought that that meant love. I thought that that would give the energy of I'll take care of you, I'll protect you. But in reality, I needed a lot of reassurance. I needed a lot of care. And I met somebody who was willing to give me that care. And you see how here she's walking like on all fours? It's almost like saying, I made them beg. Yeah, 10 of Cups. But this person made them happier than they've ever been. And they might have humiliated her. They might have done something that now they're like, I was so stupid. I don't know why I did that. No, they do know why they did that. I'm sorry. Clarify divorce. We have the Queen of Air. Five of Cups. And the Nine of Fire. With the Two of Fire. And somebody here saying, if they were married to this person that they loved, eventually they turned into a Queen of Swords. They got tired of this bullshit. And here's the thing. They were married to someone. It's not like they were unfulfilled sexually. Because this is someone who's still very... I'm thinking of the words in Spanish. I'm trying to think of the words in English. Like, she has a very high sex drive. Very seductive, very sensual. And yet, it's like they didn't give her enough attention because they liked it when she had to beg them for it. Nine of Fire. They might have preferred going out and doing things that were riskier with other people. And it ended up terminating the marriage. Because at some point their partner was like, I'm so sick and tired of this. I'm tired of having to beg. I'm tired of when you're out there doing, God knows what with other people. Interesting. So it's almost like they're saying, when you've chosen someone, now the next time I fall in love, it's going to be one person. I'm going to be focused on that person. I'm not going to let anybody else interfere. I learned self-control. I went to therapy. Like, they started realizing why they were behaving this way. So now when someone else does it, they're like, I know why you're doing it. I know how to recognize the pattern. And I'm telling you, if you still care about the person you're married to, focus on them. Address your toxicity. Interestingly enough, though, I feel like it's making the queen fall in love with the king. It's like activating their heart space. Because whoever the King of Pentacles in reverse is, they're not in love with that person. Clarify, main lady. I'm hearing a song in my head in Spanish, so hold on. Lord, let me find it. I gotta have to translate it because... let's see. It's called Disculpe Usted, which is excuse me. It's basically saying, excuse me, like when you want to grab somebody's attention. It's saying, disculpe usted, no quiero molestarlo. It's saying, excuse me, I don't mean to bother you. Es necesario decir unas palabras, but it's necessary to share something with you. Yo sé muy bien que hoy camina su mano. I know that today she walks holding your hand just like a year ago she used to do with me. I'm going to counsel you in the politest way possible some indispensable advice. I don't want what happened to me, I don't want it to happen to you. And for you to lose the heavens now that you've acquired them. She loves it when you serenade her. She loves it when you wake her up in the morning with a kiss. She loves it when you bring her a red rose out of nowhere. That's the detail that really drives her crazy. But never doubt her love, even if I know that may happen. She is more faithful than anything you could imagine. Let it never cross your mind to betray her, because that, my friend, that kills her. And then it just repeats the same thing. So basically it's someone else giving advice to the person that's currently dating their person, saying, please don't fuck it up like I did. And that's what's happening here. But it's like a different way. It's not that they used to love this King of Pentacles. They're saying, I lost my Queen of Cups. If you still love your King of Pentacles, don't do them like this. Clarify, main lady. Okay, so we've got, the Knight of Cups. This is somebody who, they appear like King of Wands. They might appear, I don't know why, but they might have the appearance of a fuckboy, because this is like a whole bunch of women thinking, oh, all they need is just a good seduction, and they're down. They might be famous. There's something about them that people would not expect this type of energy. But beneath, there's some Piscean energy here. They believe in love. This Queen of Cups opened their heart to love. So with the Hierophant here, they're saying you're married. That should be sacred. Don't desecrate the bond you have with another person. Two of Swords reversed. So the Two of Swords upright can sometimes indicate indecision, but when it's reversed, they're saying when you marry somebody, when you say this is going to be my person, you focus on that person. Do not be splitting your attention between them and someone else. Nine of Pentacles. Don't be acting single when you're not single. You're dishonoring yourself and you're dishonoring the person you chose. Yep. And all for what? Just so you can feel good for a little bit? Damn, they're really calling them out, but I like it because it's making, remember, this is the story of, what was the title of this one? Was Heart of Respect. They're bringing out a lot of respect from this King of Wands because they did not react. They thought initially this is a king just like anybody else. Now they don't think that. Clarify, toxic. We've got the Four of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Death card with the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Earth. See, they do have so much regret because they're sitting here saying, look at this queen. She's lovely. They had this delicious, horny queen who was faithful to them. This is somebody who's faithful, who begged, like they wanted to work with me. They used to communicate. They used to share their thoughts, their ideas, and I truly did worship this person. And what? I was cold to them. Don't ask me now because I get it. I'm full of regret, but I killed this connection. I was the reason it ended. Don't do what I did. Clarify love activation. Two of Cups, the Hermit, and the Four of Air with the Ace of Air. Yep. Six of Air. There's a lot of air here. There's a lot of communication. It's like they're saying now the only thing I can do is fantasize about her. Now the only thing I can do is like, I'm just going to give it to you straight. I fucked myself. That Queen of Cups activated my heart and I lost her. Don't be like me. If you love someone, this is Cancer Venus. If you have a partner, you already have a family. Don't throw it away because you're trying to prove a point. And we have the Hermit energy here because they're saying like one day you'll end up like a lonely hermit. One day you'll end up all alone because you keep betraying the people that you love. Heal. Four of Swords. Go heal. Figure yourself out before you continue destroying connections that are valuable to you because your ego dictates that you've got to prove a point. Wow. So the seducer turned into a disciple. How interesting. Now they're sitting here listening, paying attention to the counsel of this King of Wands. I do think they're falling in love, but that doesn't mean this King of Wands would ever participate in an affair. They don't function like that, not anymore. That's not who they are. Now they're saying, go to marriage counseling, go fix that. And if you don't want to be there, get out. Stop using this person. Like they're really calling them to task. Wow, good job. I love this. I am so happy that this is happening because it's like more and more people are awakening and they're just like, why behave this way? Why dishonor yourself and the people you love? Why dishonor this bond? Good for them. Round of applause for this gentleman. All right, darlings, I hope you enjoyed it. And if not, at least I hope you took something of value. I look forward to comments. Please make sure to react. And if it's public, share. I love you guys. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.